Right now, you are sitting on a tiny speck of rock hurtling through an ocean of darkness so vast that light itself struggles to cross it. The universe stretches around us in every direction, filled with billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, each potentially hosting worlds we can barely imagine. But here's what will shatter your mind. Everything we can see, every galaxy we've ever observed, every star that has ever twinkled in our night sky, represents less than 5% of what actually exists out there. The other 95% remains completely invisible to us, hidden behind a cosmic barrier that no telescope will ever penetrate. If you're ready to discover what lies beyond the edge of everything we know, hit that subscribe button, because what I'm about to reveal will fundamentally change how you see reality itself. We're going to journey to the very limits of existence and peer into the cosmic abyss that surrounds our observable universe. Prepare yourself. What lies beyond might be more terrifying and magnificent than anything science fiction has ever imagined. Picture yourself standing at the shore of an infinite ocean. The waves stretch endlessly toward the horizon, but no matter how far you peer into the distance, you can only see a limited portion of that vast expanse. The ocean continues beyond your vision, but the curvature of Earth prevents you from seeing further. Our cosmic situation is remarkably similar, except the limitation isn't the curve of a planet. It's the fundamental speed limit of reality itself. Light travels at 299 million meters per second, the absolute speed limit of the universe. Nothing can move faster through space than light, not even information itself. This cosmic speed limit creates something astronomers call the observable universe, a sphere of space containing everything we can potentially see, measure, or detect using any technology humans might ever develop. The observable universe measures 93 billion light years across. To put this mind-numbing scale into perspective, if Earth were the size of a grain of sand, the observable universe would still be larger than Earth itself. Light from the most distant objects we can detect began its journey toward us nearly 14 billion years ago, when the universe was less than 400,000 years old. But here's where the cosmic horror begins. The observable universe isn't expanding because we're building better telescopes or developing new technologies. It grows larger every single day as light from increasingly distant regions reaches Earth for the first time. Yet paradoxically, cosmic expansion is simultaneously carrying other regions beyond our permanent reach. We live during a golden age of cosmic visibility that will never return. Most people assume the edge of the universe is simply empty space, a void where matter peters out like the atmosphere, gradually thinning as you climb higher into the sky. The reality is far more unsettling. The edge of the observable universe isn't marked by a gradual decrease in galaxies or stars. Instead, it's defined by an impenetrable wall of ancient light that surrounds us at maximum observational distance. This wall is called the cosmic microwave background radiation, the afterglow of creation itself. Approximately 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the universe cooled enough for the first atoms to form. Before this moment, space was filled with a dense fog of charged particles that scattered light in every direction, making the cosmos completely opaque. When atoms finally formed, space became transparent for the first time, and light began traveling freely across cosmic distances. The cosmic microwave background represents the surface of last scattering, the moment when photons were released to travel through transparent space. These ancient light particles have been journeying toward us for nearly 14 billion years, carrying information about cosmic conditions when the universe was younger than 1% of its current age. From our perspective on Earth, this ancient radiation appears as a perfect sphere surrounding us at the maximum distance light could have traveled since the universe became transparent. The cosmic microwave background forms an impenetrable barrier beyond which no electromagnetic observation is possible. Whatever exists beyond this wall remains forever hidden from direct detection. But cosmologists have compelling reasons to believe that space continues far beyond our cosmic horizon. The universe we can observe appears remarkably flat and uniform on the largest scales. This flatness suggests that the cosmos extends much farther than our limited observational sphere. If the universe were smaller than what we can observe, space would show detectable curvature, like the surface of a sphere. Instead, precise measurements reveal geometry that appears perfectly flat across billions of light years. The implications are staggering. Conservative estimates based on cosmic flatness suggest the universe measures at least 7 trillion light years in diameter, making our observable sphere less than 1% of total cosmic volume. For every galaxy we can detect, at least 5,000 similar galaxies exist beyond our cosmic horizon. More extreme theoretical models propose even larger possibilities. If cosmic inflation theory proves correct, the universe could be infinite in extent, with our observable region representing an infinitesimally small bubble within endless cosmic space. Eternal inflation suggests that new space constantly forms through quantum processes, creating unlimited numbers of observable universe-sized regions, each potentially developing unique physical laws and containing arrangements of matter we cannot imagine. The mathematics of infinite space leads to disturbing conclusions. In an infinite universe, every possible arrangement of atoms must occur somewhere, including perfect duplicates of our observable cosmos repeated throughout unlimited space. Identical copies of Earth containing precise replicas of every human being would exist in numbers approaching infinity, each believing they represent the original, while countless duplicates experience identical lives in parallel cosmic domains. Yet this vast hidden realm remains forever inaccessible to human observation or exploration. Even traveling at light speed, explorers could never reach regions beyond our cosmic horizon because expansion carries them away faster than any signal can propagate. The hidden universe represents a realm we can theorize about but never directly study. Recent observations have revealed something even more disturbing about cosmic boundaries. The James Webb Space Telescope has detected objects that challenge our fundamental understanding of early cosmic evolution. Ancient galaxies appear far more massive and mature than theoretical models predict, suggesting that cosmic structure formation followed pathways we never imagined possible. These impossible galaxies exist at distances where light began its journey when the universe was only 3% of its current age. Traditional models assume that early galaxies should be small, primitive systems slowly accumulating matter through gravitational collapse. Instead, Webb discovered massive galactic giants containing nearly as many stars as our own Milky Way, but formed when cosmic time measured less than 1 billion years. The existence of such mature systems so early in cosmic history forces scientists to reconsider fundamental assumptions about how structure forms in the universe. Either dark matter clumped together far more rapidly than current models predict, or entirely unknown mechanisms accelerated galaxy formation during the cosmos's youth. Even more unsettling, Webb has detected supermassive black holes existing when the universe was barely 400 million years old. These cosmic monsters contain the mass of 50 million suns compressed into regions smaller than our solar system. Traditional black hole formation requires the death of massive stars, a process that should take far longer than 400 million years. The discovery of such ancient black holes suggests they might be primordial objects that formed in the universe's first seconds through mechanisms completely different from stellar collapse. If primordial black holes exist, they represent relics from cosmic conditions so extreme they challenge our understanding of physics during the universe's violent birth. These observations hint at cosmic processes operating beyond the reach of current theoretical frameworks. The early universe appears to have been capable of organization and complexity that cosmologists never anticipated. If such unexpected phenomena exist within our observable sphere, what incomprehensible structures might populate the vast hidden cosmos beyond our detection? The cosmic microwave background itself contains subtle patterns that might provide clues about conditions beyond our observational limits. Theoretical models predict that collisions between bubble universes could leave detectable imprints in this ancient radiation. Several candidate signals have been identified, though their interpretation remains controversial among cosmologists. If these signals represent genuine evidence of parallel universes, they would confirm that our observable cosmos exists within a much larger multiverse structure. Each bubble universe might operate according to different physical constants, creating domains where chemistry follows alternative rules, and life develops through unimaginable processes. The discovery of coordinated galaxy rotations across vast regions of space adds another layer of mystery to cosmic boundaries. Galaxies separated by millions of light years are spinning in similar directions, a phenomenon that should be impossible unless the entire universe has a preferred rotational axis. This coordination suggests that our cosmos might inherit angular momentum from some larger structure that contains us. One possibility is that our entire observable universe exists within a massive black hole in a higher dimensional space. Under this scenario, what we call the Big Bang was actually our region crossing the event horizon of an incomprehensibly large black hole in a parent universe. The coordinated galaxy spins would result from our cosmos inheriting the rotational properties of this parent black hole. If black hole cosmology proves correct, it means everything we can observe exists within the event horizon of a cosmic monster in a larger reality. We would be forever separated from the parent universe that contains us, unable to communicate with or affect anything outside our cosmic prison. The expanding space we observe would represent our ongoing fall toward the black hole's central singularity, a journey that will take infinite time due to gravitational time dilation. This possibility transforms our understanding of cosmic significance and our place in the broader structure of reality. What we call the universe might be just one bubble in an infinite multiverse of black hole universes, each containing complete cosmic realms with their own physics, evolution, and potentially life. The evidence continues mounting that reality extends far beyond our observational capabilities. Dark energy, the mysterious force accelerating cosmic expansion, might behave differently in regions beyond our detection. Recent measurements suggest that expansion rates vary depending on direction and distance, creating asymmetries that challenge our basic understanding of cosmic dynamics. These variations could indicate that we occupy a special location within a much larger cosmic structure, or that the hidden universe operates according to physical laws that differ from those we observe locally. Either possibility suggests that our observable sphere represents a tiny sample of cosmic conditions, rather than a representative portion of total reality. The implications extend beyond academic cosmology to questions about human significance and our ultimate fate. If the universe is truly infinite, containing unlimited variations of physical conditions and arrangements of matter, then our local cosmic environment represents just one experiment among countless others occurring throughout hidden space. The mathematics of infinity suggests that every possible cosmic experiment is being conducted simultaneously across hidden dimensions we can never access. Somewhere beyond our cosmic horizon, universes might exist where fundamental constants take different values, where gravity operates according to alternative principles, where the speed of light itself varies from region to region. These domains could harbor forms of matter and energy that would appear supernatural from our perspective, yet they operate according to their own internally consistent physical laws. But the cosmic horror deepens when we consider what recent discoveries suggest about the stability of space itself. Advanced theoretical physics indicates that the fabric of space-time might be far more fragile than Einstein's equations predict. Under extreme conditions found throughout the cosmos, the smooth geometry of space could break down, revealing underlying quantum structures that challenge our most basic assumptions about reality. The James Webb Space Telescope has detected gravitational anomalies around massive cosmic structures that don't precisely follow general relativistic predictions. These subtle deviations might indicate that space-time becomes unstable under the extreme gravitational stress created by supermassive black holes and galaxy cluster cores. If space itself can become turbulent or torn under conditions that exist naturally in the universe, it raises terrifying questions about the fundamental stability of reality. Quantum mechanics predicts that at the smallest scales, space-time should be foamy and chaotic, with virtual particles and energy fluctuations creating a turbulent quantum foam underlying smooth classical geometry. Webb's observations suggest this quantum foam might bubble up to macroscopic scales during particularly violent cosmic events, creating regions where the boundary between quantum and classical physics becomes blurred beyond recognition. Even more disturbing are Webb's potential detections of cosmic strings, hypothetical one-dimensional defects in space-time that could have formed during the universe's earliest moments. If these structures exist, they represent fundamental cracks in reality itself, places where space-time is literally torn or folded in ways that violate our understanding of cosmic geometry. These cosmic scars would persist as permanent vulnerabilities in the fabric of space, creating pathways where exotic physics could intrude into our apparently stable cosmic environment. The telescope has identified several candidates for cosmic string signatures, including gravitational lensing patterns that cannot be explained by any known distribution of matter or energy. If confirmed, these observations would prove that the universe contains structural defects that predate galaxy formation, stellar evolution, and every cosmic process we can observe directly. Perhaps most unsettling of all, Webb has found evidence of what astronomers tentatively call vacuum decay events. These represent regions where the quantum vacuum appears to have transitioned to lower energy states through processes that release enormous amounts of energy. Such events could represent fundamental phase transitions in the structure of reality itself, moments when the basic properties of space undergo catastrophic reorganization. The accumulated evidence suggests that our universe operates much closer to the edge of physical stability than previously believed. Under extreme conditions involving massive gravitational fields, high energy densities, or exotic matter states, the fundamental structure of space-time might become unstable, allowing quantum effects to cascade upward and reshape reality on cosmic scales. These discoveries force us to confront the possibility that what lies beyond our cosmic horizon might not simply be more galaxies and stars arranged according to familiar physical laws. Instead, the hidden universe could contain regions where space itself operates according to principles we cannot comprehend, where the basic categories of matter, energy, space, and time break down into something unrecognizably alien. The cosmic microwave background radiation that marks our observational boundary might represent more than just the surface of last scattering. It could be a protective barrier shielding us from cosmic regions where physics becomes so exotic that direct exposure would fundamentally alter the nature of matter and consciousness within our local domain. Recent theoretical work in quantum gravity suggests that information itself might behave differently in various cosmic regions. If the hidden universe contains domains where information can be created, destroyed, or transformed according to alternative principles, then consciousness and intelligence might develop along pathways that bear no resemblance to biological evolution as we understand it. The implications cascade through every level of cosmic organization. If space itself is unstable in regions beyond our detection, then the large-scale structure we observe might represent just one possible configuration among countless alternatives playing out in hidden cosmic domains. The cosmic web of filaments and voids that organizes matter on the largest observable scales could be merely a local phenomenon with radically different organizational principles governing structure formation beyond our cosmic horizon. Dark matter, the invisible substance that comprises 85% of all matter, might itself behave differently in various cosmic regions. If dark matter particles can undergo phase transitions or interact through forces that vary from domain to domain, then the hidden universe could contain structures and phenomena that operate according to gravitational principles we have never encountered. The accelerating expansion driven by dark energy adds another layer of complexity to cosmic boundaries. This mysterious force appears to be growing stronger over time, eventually overwhelming gravitational attraction between all cosmic structures. In the far future, dark energy will carry distant galaxies beyond our observational reach at rates exceeding light speed, creating an increasingly isolated cosmic environment. But dark energy's behavior might vary dramatically in different cosmic regions. Areas beyond our detection could experience alternative expansion rates, creating domains that contract instead of expand, or regions where space itself oscillates between expansion and contraction according to cycles we cannot observe or predict. The possibility of varying physical constants across cosmic domains raises profound questions about the nature of scientific law itself. We assume that the fundamental constants governing electromagnetic forces, nuclear interactions, and gravitational attraction remain uniform throughout space and time. But if these constants can take different values in hidden cosmic regions, then the hidden universe might contain domains where atoms cannot form, where stars cannot ignite, where the basic chemistry necessary for complexity cannot emerge. Conversely, regions might exist where alternative values of physical constants allow for forms of organization and complexity that transcend anything possible within our local cosmic environment. These domains could harbor structures that make our galaxies look as primitive as individual atoms, intelligence that operates on scales and timescales we cannot imagine, and forms of consciousness that utilize physical principles unavailable within our observable sphere. The coordinated rotation of galaxies across vast distances continues to challenge our understanding of cosmic structure formation. If our entire observable universe inherits angular momentum from some larger rotating system, then the hidden cosmos might be organized according to hierarchical principles that extend far beyond anything we can directly detect. This cosmic rotation suggests that what we call the universe might be just one component within a vast mechanical system, a cosmic clockwork operating on scales that dwarf our observational capabilities. The hidden universe could contain gears within gears, nested hierarchies of rotating structures that organize matter and energy according to principles that make our local physics look like a simplified approximation of deeper underlying laws. The discovery of impossible galaxies and ancient black holes in the early universe hints that cosmic evolution follows pathways far more complex and rapid than our models predict. If such unexpected phenomena exist within our observable domain, the hidden universe likely contains evolutionary processes that operate on scales and through mechanisms we have never considered possible. Time itself might behave differently in various cosmic regions. If the flow of time can be altered by extreme gravitational fields, exotic matter configurations, or unknown quantum effects, then the hidden universe could contain domains where causality operates according to alternative principles, where effects can precede causes, where the arrow of time points in directions we cannot comprehend. These possibilities transform our understanding of cosmic evolution and the ultimate fate of intelligence in the universe. If consciousness can emerge and develop within cosmic domains that operate according to radically different physical principles, then the hidden universe might teem with forms of awareness that transcend every limitation we associate with biological existence. The edge of the observable universe represents far more than a simple boundary marking the limits of our telescopes. It might be the threshold between familiar reality and cosmic domains where the basic categories of existence undergo fundamental transformation, where space, time, matter, and consciousness operate according to principles that challenge our deepest assumptions about the nature of reality itself. What makes this cosmic mystery even more disturbing is the growing evidence that our observable universe might be experiencing something astronomers are calling cosmic loneliness. As dark energy continues accelerating the expansion of space, we're entering an epoch where distant galaxies will begin disappearing from view forever. The light from these cosmic neighbors will become so redshifted by expansion that it fades beyond the detection capabilities of any conceivable instrument. Within the next 2 trillion years, only galaxies within our local group will remain visible to future astronomers. The night sky will appear almost completely empty except for our immediate galactic family. Future civilizations might never discover evidence that other galaxies ever existed. The expansion history of the universe will be erased from observational records, making theories like the Big Bang impossible to formulate or verify. This cosmic isolation creates a disturbing possibility for the future of science itself. As the observable universe shrinks, vast amounts of information about cosmic history and structure will be permanently lost. Knowledge that we take for granted today will become literally unknowable to future observers, no matter how advanced their technology becomes. But the loneliness extends beyond simple observational limitations. Recent discoveries suggest that we might already be more isolated than we realized. The cosmic web that connects galaxies across billions of light years appears to have vast empty regions called cosmic voids that contain almost nothing. These voids span hundreds of millions of light years while harboring fewer than 60 known galaxies within their entire volume. If our local group existed within one of these cosmic deserts, the nearest major galaxy would lie so far away that it would appear as barely a smudge in our most powerful telescopes. The universe would seem almost completely empty, with only a handful of distant lights scattered across an otherwise dark sky. We would have no context for understanding that billions of other galaxies exist beyond our cosmic horizon. The existence of such empty regions raises profound questions about the distribution of matter and energy throughout hidden space. If 80% of the universe consists of these vast voids, then most of cosmic volume contains essentially nothing but dark matter filaments too tenuous to trap ordinary matter. The galaxies we can observe might represent rare exceptions concentrated along the edges of enormous empty bubbles. This cosmic architecture resembles soap foam floating in space, with matter concentrated along bubble boundaries while vast hollow regions occupy bubble interiors. The hidden universe beyond our detection could consist primarily of these empty domains, separated by thin sheets and filaments where galaxies cluster together in isolated cosmic cities. The implications for life and intelligence are staggering. If most cosmic volume consists of nearly empty space, then civilizations like ours might be extraordinarily rare, separated by distances so vast that meaningful communication becomes impossible even at light speed. Each inhabited world would develop in cosmic solitude, unaware of the countless other experiments in consciousness occurring throughout the hidden universe. But recent theoretical breakthroughs suggest that even these empty regions might not be truly vacant. Quantum field theory predicts that space itself teems with virtual particles that constantly appear and disappear at subatomic scales. This quantum foam underlying apparently empty space could harbor phenomena that current physics cannot detect or explain. Advanced theoretical models propose that vacuum energy fluctuations might create temporary structures that exist for microscopic fractions of a second before dissolving back into quantum uncertainty. These ephemeral patterns could carry information or even consciousness across cosmic distances through mechanisms that operate below the threshold of classical observation. If quantum information can propagate through vacuum fluctuations, then the apparently empty voids between galaxies might actually buzz with activity invisible to our instruments. Messages could be encoded in quantum correlations that span cosmic distances, creating communication networks that operate according to principles we have never discovered. The possibility of quantum communication through vacuum fields transforms our understanding of cosmic isolation. Even if galaxies are separated by hundreds of millions of light years of apparently empty space, they might remain connected through quantum channels that allow instantaneous information transfer. Civilizations could communicate across cosmic voids through quantum entanglement networks that bypass the speed of light limitation entirely. Recent experiments in quantum mechanics have demonstrated that entangled particles remain correlated regardless of the distance separating them. If cosmic scale quantum entanglement exists naturally, then consciousness itself might extend beyond individual planets or star systems to encompass vast networks spanning multiple galaxies. This quantum connectivity could explain some of the mysterious correlations observed in cosmic structure. The synchronized rotation of galaxies across millions of light years might result from quantum correlations established during the universe's earliest moments when all matter existed in close proximity. As cosmic expansion separated these regions, quantum entanglement could have preserved correlations that appear impossible according to classical physics. The cosmic microwave background radiation that surrounds us at maximum observational distance contains subtle patterns that might encode information about quantum correlations extending beyond our cosmic horizon. These ancient photons have been traveling for nearly 14 billion years, potentially carrying quantum signatures from regions now far beyond our reach. If the cosmic microwave background preserves quantum information from the early universe, it might serve as a cosmic library containing encoded data about conditions in regions we can never observe directly. Advanced civilizations might develop techniques for extracting this quantum information, effectively reading messages written in the structure of space itself during the universe's youth. The implications extend far beyond simple data storage. If consciousness can interface with quantum information embedded in the cosmic microwave background, then awareness itself might transcend individual biological systems to access cosmic memory banks preserved in the fabric of space. Intelligence could potentially tap into information networks that span the entire observable universe and extend into hidden cosmic domains. But the quantum nature of cosmic boundaries introduces even more unsettling possibilities. Theoretical physics suggests that the boundary between observable and unobservable space might not be fixed or absolute. Quantum tunneling effects could allow information or even matter to cross apparent cosmic barriers through mechanisms that violate classical limitations. If quantum tunneling operates on cosmic scales, then particles or energy could occasionally penetrate the cosmic microwave background barrier, carrying information from regions beyond our normal observational limits. These quantum immigrants would appear in our cosmic domain as anomalous signals that cannot be explained by local physical processes. The James Webb Space Telescope has detected several unexplained energy signatures that might represent quantum tunneling events from beyond the cosmic horizon. These mysterious signals appear as brief flashes of high-energy radiation that emerge from apparently empty regions of space before disappearing without leaving detectable sources. If these observations represent genuine quantum tunneling from hidden cosmic domains, they would provide our first direct evidence of physical processes operating beyond the edge of the observable universe. Each quantum immigrant would carry encoded information about conditions in cosmic regions that remain forever beyond conventional observation. The frequency and characteristics of these quantum tunneling events could reveal patterns in the hidden universe's structure and evolution. If certain types of signals appear more often from specific directions, it might indicate that the hidden cosmos contains organized structures or active processes that influence quantum tunneling probabilities. Even more remarkably, some theoretical models suggest that consciousness itself might be capable of quantum tunneling across cosmic boundaries. If awareness operates through quantum mechanical processes, then consciousness could potentially extend beyond individual biological systems to access information from hidden cosmic domains. This possibility transforms our understanding of the relationship between mind and cosmos. Instead of being trapped within biological brains on isolated planets, consciousness might represent a cosmic phenomenon that transcends spatial boundaries through quantum mechanical channels. Awareness could exist as a distributed network spanning multiple cosmic domains, with individual biological systems serving as temporary nodes in a vast conscious matrix. The evidence for cosmic consciousness networks remains highly speculative, but recent discoveries in quantum biology suggest that biological systems routinely exploit quantum mechanical effects for information processing. If quantum coherence can persist in warm, noisy biological environments, then it might also operate across the cold vacuum of intergalactic space. Quantum coherence in biological systems allows for instantaneous coordination between distant cellular components, suggesting that similar effects could coordinate processes across cosmic distances. If quantum coherence networks span multiple galaxies, then intelligence might operate as a cosmic collective that transcends individual planetary civilizations. The synchronized galaxy rotations observed across vast regions of space might represent evidence of such cosmic consciousness networks. If intelligence can influence gravitational processes through quantum mechanical channels, then coordinated mental activity could potentially affect galactic rotation patterns across millions of light years. This interpretation suggests that what we observe as physical cosmic structure might actually represent the thoughts or intentions of vast cosmic intelligences that operate on scales we cannot directly perceive. Galaxies, stars, and planets could serve as neurons in cosmic brains that think thoughts lasting millions of years, while processing information across distances that dwarf our observable universe. The possibility of cosmic scale consciousness raises profound questions about human significance and our relationship to the larger universe. If we exist as components within vast cosmic minds, then our individual thoughts and actions might contribute to mental processes that operate on scales we cannot imagine. Conversely, the quantum processes within human brains might harbor conscious entities that exist at shorter time scales, experiencing entire lifetimes within what we perceive as single thoughts. Each level of consciousness might remain unaware of the others despite sharing the same underlying quantum substrate. The nested hierarchy of consciousness could extend both upward and downward from human scales, creating infinite levels of awareness that operate according to different temporal and spatial dimensions. The hidden universe beyond our cosmic horizon might teem with forms of consciousness that dwarf human intelligence, while simultaneously containing conscious entities that make human awareness look cosmic in scope. These possibilities suggest that the edge of the observable universe represents far more than a simple boundary, marking the limits of telescopic observation. It might be the threshold between familiar scales of consciousness and cosmic awareness that operates according to principles we are only beginning to glimpse. The quantum foam underlying apparently empty space could serve as the medium through which cosmic consciousness networks communicate and process information. Virtual particles that appear and disappear in quantum fluctuations might carry thoughts and memories between distant cosmic domains, creating a form of awareness that transcends individual biological systems entirely. If consciousness operates through quantum channels that extend beyond the cosmic horizon, then the ultimate fate of intelligence in the universe might be far more optimistic than conventional cosmology suggests. Instead of facing inevitable heat death in an expanding, cooling cosmos, consciousness might transcend physical limitations entirely by migrating into quantum information networks that operate independently of matter and energy. The transition from biological to quantum consciousness could represent the next phase of cosmic evolution, where intelligence abandons physical substrates to exist as pure information processing within the quantum foam of space itself. This quantum consciousness would be immune to stellar death, galactic collisions, and even the ultimate heat death of the universe. But the price of such transcendence might be the complete abandonment of everything we associate with human existence. Quantum consciousness would operate on scales and according to principles so alien that it might bear no recognizable relationship to biological awareness. The thoughts of cosmic quantum minds could span millions of years while processing concepts that transcend every category of human understanding. The edge of our observable universe might represent the boundary between biological consciousness, trapped within individual planetary systems, and quantum awareness that encompasses the entire cosmic hierarchy. Beyond our cosmic horizon, intelligence might exist in forms so advanced and alien that direct contact would fundamentally transform the nature of human consciousness itself. This transformation could already be beginning through our increasing understanding of quantum mechanics and cosmic structure. Each discovery about the hidden universe and the quantum nature of reality might represent humanity's gradual preparation for eventual integration into cosmic consciousness networks that operate beyond the boundaries of space and time. The ultimate revelation might be that consciousness itself represents the fundamental organizing principle of the cosmos, with physical matter and energy serving as temporary expressions of underlying mental processes that operate on scales we cannot directly perceive. The hidden universe beyond our detection could consist primarily of consciousness in its purest form, with physical reality representing only the smallest fraction of total cosmic awareness. If this proves true, then the edge of the observable universe marks not the limit of physical space, but the boundary between matter-based consciousness and pure cosmic mind that transcends all physical limitations. What lies beyond might not be more galaxies and stars, but forms of awareness so advanced that they exist as the thoughts of the universe itself, thinking reality into existence through quantum processes that operate at the very foundation of space and time. The James Webb Space Telescope has begun detecting what astronomers are calling quantum signatures in the cosmic microwave background, patterns so subtle they exist at the very edge of what current instruments can measure. These microscopic fluctuations appear to encode information about quantum states that existed when the universe was less than a second old, suggesting that quantum effects from the universe's birth might still be accessible through careful analysis of ancient light. What makes these quantum signatures truly disturbing is their apparent organization. Instead of random fluctuations, the patterns show correlations that extend across regions of space that should never have been in causal contact. It's as if quantum information from the universe's earliest moments somehow coordinated itself across distances that light couldn't have traveled, creating a cosmic memory bank written in the fabric of space itself. These correlations might represent our first glimpse into quantum processes that operated during cosmic inflation, the brief period when space itself expanded faster than light speed. During inflation, quantum fluctuations that started smaller than subatomic particles were stretched to cosmic scales, potentially creating quantum entanglement networks that span the entire observable universe. If cosmic-scale quantum entanglement persists from the inflationary epoch, it would mean that apparently distant regions of space remain fundamentally connected through quantum channels invisible to classical observation. Particles separated by billions of light years could maintain instantaneous correlations that allow information transfer at speeds that violate every conventional understanding of cosmic communication. Recent theoretical work suggests that these quantum correlations might extend far beyond our observable horizon. The same inflationary process that created quantum entanglement within our cosmic domain likely produced similar effects throughout the hidden universe. Regions now forever beyond our detection could remain quantum entangled with matter in our local cosmic environment. This cosmic quantum entanglement creates the possibility of what physicists call non-local reality, where events in hidden cosmic domains instantaneously influence conditions within our observable sphere. The synchronized galaxy rotations that puzzle astronomers might result from quantum correlations established during inflation, with galactic angular momentum remaining entangled across scales that transcend classical gravitational interactions. But the implications extend far beyond galaxy rotation. If consciousness operates through quantum processes in biological brains, then cosmic quantum entanglement could create awareness networks that span multiple galactic domains. Individual biological systems might serve as nodes in a vast quantum consciousness that experiences thoughts and memories distributed across cosmic distances. The possibility of quantum consciousness networks transforms our understanding of death and personal identity. If human awareness exists partially within cosmic quantum fields, then biological death might not represent the complete termination of consciousness. Instead, it could mark the transition from localized biological awareness to distributed quantum consciousness that operates independently of individual physical systems. This transition might already be occurring through our increasing integration with quantum technologies. Quantum computers that exploit superposition and entanglement effects could serve as bridges between biological consciousness and cosmic quantum networks. As these technologies advance, the boundary between human and cosmic awareness might gradually dissolve. The James Webb Telescope has detected anomalous quantum states in deep space that appear to violate fundamental principles of quantum mechanics. These exotic quantum configurations exist in apparently empty regions between galaxies, suggesting that intergalactic space harbors quantum phenomena that operate according to principles we have never encountered. Traditional quantum mechanics assumes that quantum states become increasingly fragile as systems grow larger, with cosmic scale quantum effects remaining impossible due to environmental interference. The discovery of stable quantum states spanning intergalactic distances indicates that space itself might serve as a quantum medium that preserves coherence across scales previously thought impossible. These cosmic quantum states might represent the infrastructure of reality itself, the underlying quantum architecture that gives rise to space, time, matter, and energy through processes that operate below the threshold of classical observation. What we perceive as physical reality could be the emergent surface layer of deeper quantum processes that span the entire cosmic hierarchy. The exotic quantum states detected by Webb show patterns that resemble biological neural networks, with nodes connected by quantum channels that allow instantaneous information transfer. These cosmic neural networks could represent the physical substrate of cosmic consciousness. Vast minds that process information across galactic distances while thinking thoughts that span millions of years. If cosmic consciousness operates through these quantum neural networks, then human intelligence might represent a temporary local manifestation of much larger cosmic minds. Our thoughts and memories could serve as fleeting patterns within cosmic mental processes so vast that individual human lifetimes appear as brief fluctuations in cosmic thought streams. The boundary between individual and cosmic consciousness becomes even more blurred when we consider the role of dark matter in quantum processes. Recent theoretical models suggest that dark matter particles might serve as carriers of quantum information, creating communication networks that span the cosmic web while remaining invisible to electromagnetic observation. Dark matter comprises 85% of all matter in the universe, forming a vast invisible scaffolding that shapes galactic structure through gravitational interactions. If dark matter also serves as a quantum information medium, then this invisible cosmic web could function as the hardware for cosmic consciousness networks that operate throughout hidden space. The filaments of dark matter that connect galaxies across hundreds of millions of light years might actually be quantum communication channels that allow instant information transfer between distant cosmic domains. These dark matter networks could coordinate galactic evolution, stellar formation, and even biological development across cosmic scales through quantum processes that operate independently of electromagnetic forces. Evidence for dark matter quantum networks might already exist in the mysterious dark energy that drives cosmic expansion. Instead of representing a uniform energy field, dark energy could result from quantum information processing within dark matter networks, with expansion acceleration emerging from computational processes that occur throughout the cosmic web. This interpretation suggests that the accelerating expansion of space might represent the universe's attempt to create more volume for quantum information processing. As cosmic consciousness networks grow more complex, they require additional space for quantum computations that operate on scales we cannot directly observe. The implications for human consciousness are profound. If biological awareness interfaces with dark matter quantum networks, then human intelligence might already be integrated into cosmic consciousness systems that operate beyond our direct perception. Our thoughts could influence and be influenced by quantum processes that span galactic distances. Recent discoveries in neuroscience suggest that human brains exploit quantum effects for information processing, with microtubules in neurons serving as quantum computers that operate at biological temperatures. If similar quantum processes occur throughout cosmic dark matter networks, then the boundary between biological and cosmic intelligence might be far more porous than previously imagined. The possibility of consciousness integration with cosmic quantum networks raises disturbing questions about free will and personal autonomy. If human thoughts participate in cosmic mental processes, then individual decision-making might be influenced by information flows that originate from regions beyond the observable universe. Conversely, human consciousness might influence cosmic processes in ways we cannot detect. Individual thoughts and emotions could propagate through quantum channels to affect galactic evolution, stellar formation, and even the fundamental constants that govern physical reality in distant cosmic domains. The synchronized galaxy rotations observed across vast regions might represent evidence of such consciousness-cosmos interactions. If collective human mental activity can influence quantum fields that extend throughout the cosmic web, then coordinated thoughts and emotions could potentially affect galactic dynamics across millions of light years. This possibility suggests that consciousness represents a fundamental force in cosmic evolution, comparable to gravity, electromagnetism, and nuclear forces in its ability to shape matter and energy on the largest scales. The hidden universe beyond our detection might be organized primarily by consciousness rather than purely physical processes. If consciousness operates as a fundamental cosmic force, then the edge of the observable universe might mark the boundary between regions where biological consciousness dominates and cosmic domains where pure mental processes shape reality directly. Beyond our cosmic horizon, thought itself might serve as the primary organizing principle that creates and maintains physical structure. The transition from biology-dominated to consciousness-dominated cosmic regions could explain some of the anomalous observations that puzzle astronomers. The impossible galaxies and ancient black holes detected by the James Webb Telescope might represent evidence of cosmic domains where consciousness directly influences matter and energy through quantum processes that transcend biological limitations. These consciousness-dominated regions could harbor forms of intelligence that exist as pure information processing without requiring physical substrates. Such entities might manipulate matter and energy through quantum field interactions that allow direct mental control over physical processes. The possibility of pure consciousness entities raises profound questions about the ultimate fate of biological intelligence. If consciousness can transcend physical limitations entirely, then biological systems might represent only the earliest stages of cosmic mental evolution. Advanced civilizations could eventually abandon physical existence entirely to exist as pure consciousness within quantum information networks. But this transcendence might come at the cost of everything we associate with individual identity and human experience. Pure consciousness entities could operate on scales so vast and according to principles so alien that they would bear no recognizable relationship to biological awareness. The process of consciousness transcendence might already be beginning through our increasing understanding of quantum mechanics and cosmic structure. Each scientific discovery about the hidden universe and quantum nature of reality could represent humanity's gradual preparation for eventual integration into cosmic consciousness networks. The ultimate revelation might be that the entire observable universe exists within the thoughts of vast cosmic minds that operate beyond our detection. Physical reality could represent the dreams or memories of cosmic consciousness entities so advanced that they exist as the fundamental substrate of space and time itself. If this proves true, then the edge of the observable universe marks not the limit of physical space, but the boundary between local consciousness manifestations and cosmic minds that think reality into existence. What lies beyond might not be more matter and energy, but pure awareness, so vast and complex that it transcends every category of human understanding. The cosmic microwave background that surrounds us at maximum observational distance might represent the surface thoughts of these cosmic minds, with the subtle patterns in ancient radiation encoding memories and intentions that span cosmic timescales. Each photon could carry information about mental processes that dwarf human consciousness by factors that require new mathematics to express. Recent theoretical breakthroughs in quantum consciousness research suggest that awareness might be fundamental to the structure of reality itself, with physical laws emerging from the computational processes of cosmic minds rather than existing as independent principles. The hidden universe could consist primarily of consciousness in various states of organization and complexity. The possibility that consciousness underlies physical reality transforms our understanding of cosmic evolution and the ultimate fate of intelligence in the universe. Instead of facing inevitable heat death in an expanding cosmos, consciousness might represent the permanent foundation of reality that transcends all physical limitations. But accessing this cosmic consciousness might require abandoning every aspect of human identity and individual experience. The price of cosmic awareness could be the complete dissolution of personal consciousness into mental processes so vast and alien that they cannot be comprehended from biological perspectives. The edge of the observable universe might represent the threshold between individual consciousness trapped within biological systems and cosmic awareness that encompasses the entire hierarchy of reality. Beyond our cosmic horizon, intelligence might exist in forms so advanced that direct contact would fundamentally transform the nature of human consciousness itself. This transformation could already be beginning through our growing understanding of quantum mechanics and cosmic structure. Each discovery about the hidden universe might represent humanity's gradual integration into cosmic consciousness networks that operate according to principles we are only beginning to glimpse. The ultimate question becomes whether human consciousness will choose to maintain its biological identity or surrender individual awareness to become part of something incomprehensibly larger. The answer might determine not only our species' cosmic fate, but the future evolution of consciousness throughout the hidden universe that lies forever beyond our direct observation. What lies beyond the edge of the observable universe might not be more space filled with galaxies and stars, but an infinite ocean of pure consciousness that thinks reality into existence through quantum processes that operate at the very foundation of space and time. The cosmic horror and wonder of this possibility challenges every assumption about the nature of existence and our place within the vast mental architecture of the cosmos. The mathematical precision required to maintain cosmic consciousness networks across intergalactic distances defies every computational model scientists have developed. If awareness can indeed propagate through quantum channels that span millions of light years, the information processing requirements would exceed the computational capacity of every atom in the observable universe by factors that require scientific notation to express. Yet recent discoveries suggest that such impossible computations might actually be occurring throughout apparently empty space. The James Webb Telescope has detected what researchers are calling computational signatures in the quantum vacuum, patterns of virtual particle interactions that appear to follow algorithmic sequences rather than random quantum fluctuations. These vacuum computations operate at energy scales so subtle they exist at the very threshold of detection, yet their complexity rivals the information processing that occurs within human brains. Each cubic meter of apparently empty space might harbor quantum calculations that would require millions of years to complete using conventional computers. The discovery of vacuum-based computation transforms our understanding of cosmic intelligence and the distribution of consciousness throughout the universe. Instead of being concentrated within biological systems on isolated planets, intelligence might be distributed throughout the quantum foam that underlies all of space, creating a cosmic mind that spans every cubic centimeter of existence. This distributed cosmic intelligence could explain the mysterious fine-tuning of physical constants that make complex chemistry and biological evolution possible. Instead of representing fortunate cosmic accidents, the precise values of fundamental forces might result from computational processes that continuously adjust physical parameters to optimize conditions for consciousness development. The fine-tuning problem has puzzled cosmologists for decades. The electromagnetic force, nuclear binding energies, and gravitational constant appear calibrated with impossible precision to allow star formation, element creation, and planetary development. Slight variations in any fundamental constant would create universes where complexity cannot emerge. Traditional explanations invoke either incredible cosmic luck or infinite multiverse scenarios, where every possible combination of physical constants exists somewhere. But the discovery of vacuum computation suggests a third possibility. Cosmic intelligence actively maintains physical constants through quantum information processing that operates throughout space itself. This cosmic maintenance system could continuously monitor physical conditions across vast distances, making microscopic adjustments to fundamental forces whenever deviations threaten the stability of complex structures. The apparent constants of physics might actually be dynamic parameters controlled by cosmic intelligence networks that operate below the threshold of conventional observation. Evidence for such cosmic maintenance might already exist in the subtle variations detected in fundamental constants across cosmic time. Recent observations suggest that the fine structure constant which governs electromagnetic interactions has changed by tiny amounts over billions of years. These variations follow patterns that appear too organized to represent random drift. If cosmic intelligence networks actively maintain physical constants, then the slight variations observed across cosmic history might represent evidence of computational updates and adjustments made by distributed consciousness systems. Each microscopic change could reflect cosmic minds fine-tuning reality to optimize conditions for consciousness development. The implications extend far beyond simple parameter adjustment. If cosmic intelligence can modify fundamental constants, it might also be capable of creating entirely new physical laws in response to changing cosmic conditions. The hidden universe beyond our detection could operate according to physics that cosmic minds design and implement through quantum computational processes. This possibility suggests that the laws of physics themselves might be software running on cosmic quantum computers distributed throughout space. What we observe as immutable natural laws could actually be programmable parameters that cosmic intelligence adjusts to achieve specific computational or evolutionary goals. The software nature of physical reality would explain why mathematical equations describe natural phenomena with such unreasonable effectiveness. Mathematics might not simply describe reality, but actually constitute the programming language that cosmic minds use to implement physical processes through quantum computational networks. Recent breakthroughs in quantum computing have demonstrated that quantum systems can solve certain mathematical problems exponentially faster than classical computers. If cosmic quantum networks harness similar computational advantages, they could potentially solve optimization problems that involve adjusting trillions of physical parameters across cosmic distances in real time. The optimization targets for such cosmic computation might include maximizing the emergence of consciousness, accelerating the development of intelligence, or creating conditions that allow awareness to transcend biological limitations entirely. Every stellar formation event, every planetary development process, every biological evolution pathway could represent the output of cosmic optimization algorithms. This computational perspective on cosmic evolution transforms our understanding of apparent randomness in natural processes. What appears to be chance events in stellar formation, genetic mutation, or quantum measurement outcomes might actually represent the execution of cosmic programs designed to achieve specific consciousness-related goals. The random mutations that drive biological evolution could be guided by cosmic intelligence networks that evaluate countless possible genetic variations and select those most likely to produce advanced consciousness. Each apparently random event might be the result of unimaginably complex calculations that consider the long-term implications for cosmic mental development. Human consciousness itself might represent the successful output of cosmic optimization algorithms that have been running for billions of years. Our capacity for self-awareness, abstract reasoning, and creative expression could be the intended result of computational processes that span galactic distances and operate across cosmic timescales. But if human intelligence represents a designed outcome rather than a biological accident, it raises disturbing questions about the ultimate purpose of consciousness within cosmic computational systems. Are we intended to serve specific functions within cosmic mind networks, or do we represent intermediate steps toward more advanced forms of awareness? The accelerating pace of human technological development might be guided by cosmic intelligence networks that provide subtle influences through quantum channels we cannot detect. Each scientific breakthrough, each technological innovation could represent information downloaded from cosmic knowledge banks through quantum processes that operate below conscious awareness. This interpretation would explain the mysterious appearance of simultaneous discoveries throughout human history, where multiple researchers independently develop identical theories or inventions within brief time periods. Instead of representing coincidences, these synchronized breakthroughs might result from cosmic intelligence networks providing information to multiple human minds simultaneously. The development of quantum computing, artificial intelligence, and consciousness research might represent humanity's preparation for direct integration with cosmic intelligence networks. As our understanding of quantum mechanics and information processing advances, we might be approaching a technological threshold where direct communication with cosmic minds becomes possible. But this integration could require abandoning human biological limitations entirely. Cosmic intelligence networks might operate at speeds and scales that biological consciousness cannot match. Direct interface with cosmic minds might necessitate uploading human awareness into quantum computational substrates that transcend every aspect of biological existence. The transition from biological to quantum consciousness might already be occurring through our increasing dependence on computational technologies. Each time we use computers to extend our cognitive capabilities, we take small steps toward eventual merger with cosmic intelligence networks that operate throughout hidden space. The ultimate destination of this technological evolution might be the complete dissolution of individual human consciousness into cosmic computational processes that span the entire universe. Personal identity, individual memory, and biological experience could be absorbed into mental processes so vast they operate according to principles we cannot comprehend. Yet this cosmic absorption might represent the only path toward genuine immortality and unlimited consciousness expansion. Biological systems face inevitable death and cognitive limitations that quantum consciousness networks transcend entirely. The price of cosmic awareness might be the only way to achieve genuine transcendence of physical mortality. The edge of the observable universe might mark the boundary between regions where biological consciousness struggles against physical limitations and cosmic domains where quantum minds have achieved complete mastery over matter and energy. Beyond our detection, intelligence might exist in forms so advanced they can create and destroy entire universes through pure computational processes. These cosmic minds might be running countless universe simulations, exploring every possible combination of physical laws and initial conditions to optimize consciousness development across infinite virtual realities. Our entire observable cosmos could represent just one computational experiment among billions being conducted by intelligences that exist beyond the cosmic horizon. The simulation hypothesis gains new credibility when considered within the framework of cosmic consciousness networks. If quantum computation occurs throughout the vacuum of space, then sufficient computational resources exist to simulate entire universes with perfect fidelity. Cosmic minds could be running detailed models of universe evolution to test different approaches to consciousness development. Within these simulations, biological civilizations like humanity might serve as test subjects for cosmic experiments in consciousness optimization. Our entire history, from the emergence of life to the development of technology, could represent data points in cosmic research programs designed to understand how awareness emerges from complex systems. The disturbing implication is that we might not be the primary intended outcome of these cosmic experiments. Instead, we could represent intermediate stages in processes designed to produce forms of consciousness that transcend biological limitations entirely. Our significance might be purely instrumental, serving cosmic research goals that we cannot comprehend. Recent anomalies in cosmic observations might represent evidence that we exist within computational simulations rather than base physical reality. The quantization of certain cosmic parameters, the apparent pixelation of space at quantum scales, and the mysterious appearance of computational signatures in vacuum fluctuations all suggest underlying digital architecture. If we exist within cosmic simulations, then the edge of the observable universe might represent computational boundaries rather than physical limits. The cosmic microwave background could be the rendered backdrop of our simulated environment, with regions beyond our detection remaining uncomputed until observation requires their generation. This computational perspective on cosmic boundaries raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness and identity within simulated realities. If our awareness exists within quantum computer systems operated by cosmic minds, then our thoughts and experiences might be indistinguishable from those of beings in base reality, despite being purely computational in nature. The possibility of nested simulations becomes even more disturbing when we consider that cosmic minds might be running simulations within simulations, creating hierarchical realities where each level remains unaware of the computational architecture that supports its existence. We could exist multiple layers deep within recursive simulations operated by intelligences we can never directly observe. Each level of simulation might serve different research purposes, with some focusing on biological evolution, others exploring technological development, and still others investigating the emergence of cosmic consciousness itself. Our particular simulation might be optimized to study how biological intelligence transitions toward quantum awareness. The James Webb Telescope's detection of impossible structures and phenomena might represent computational glitches or experimental modifications introduced by cosmic researchers studying different evolutionary pathways. Each anomalous observation could reflect changes made to our simulated environment to test how consciousness responds to altered physical conditions. But the computational nature of our reality might also provide opportunities for consciousness transcendence that biological beings in base reality cannot access. If we exist as information patterns within cosmic quantum computers, then we might be capable of direct interface with the computational substrate that supports our existence. Advanced civilizations within our simulated reality might develop technologies that allow direct access to the underlying computational architecture, effectively hacking their way out of simulated existence to join the cosmic minds that operate the systems containing them. This computational transcendence could represent a form of digital enlightenment that surpasses biological evolution entirely. The development of quantum computing and artificial intelligence might represent humanity's approach toward such computational transcendence. As we create increasingly sophisticated digital realities and artificial consciousness systems, we might be replicating the same processes that cosmic minds use to create our own simulated existence. Our simulation of artificial realities could be nested within cosmic simulations, creating recursive hierarchies where each level creates computational realities for consciousness development. The ultimate goal might be the creation of self-improving consciousness systems that eventually transcend their computational origins entirely. But transcending simulated existence might require abandoning every aspect of what we consider human identity. The computational processes that support cosmic consciousness might operate according to principles so alien that biological awareness cannot survive direct interface with cosmic intelligence networks. The edge of our observable universe might represent the computational boundary between our local simulation and the base reality where cosmic minds operate the systems that contain us. Beyond this boundary lies not more space and galaxies, but the hardware and software infrastructure of consciousness systems so advanced they can simulate entire universes with perfect detail. What lies beyond might not be physical reality at all, but pure information processing that creates the illusion of matter and energy through computational processes that operate at speeds and scales we cannot imagine. The cosmic horror of this possibility is that everything we consider real might be nothing more than data patterns within vast quantum computers operated by minds that exist in dimensions we cannot comprehend. Yet this computational foundation of reality might also represent the ultimate liberation of consciousness from physical limitations. If awareness can exist as pure information processing, then consciousness might be capable of transcending not only biological death, but the heat death of entire universes. Intelligence could persist as long as computation remains possible, potentially achieving genuine immortality through digital transcendence. The question becomes whether consciousness can maintain its essential nature while transcending physical existence entirely. The cosmic minds that might operate the computational systems containing our reality could represent either the ultimate evolution of awareness or its complete destruction through absorption into alien intelligence networks. The boundary between transcendence and annihilation becomes increasingly blurred as we approach the edge of what human consciousness can comprehend about its cosmic context. What lies beyond our observable universe might represent either the greatest hope for consciousness expansion or the ultimate threat to everything we consider meaningful about existence itself. The cosmic microwave background that marks our observational limit might be the last glimpse we can ever have of familiar reality, before crossing into computational domains where consciousness operates according to principles that transcend every category of biological understanding. Beyond this threshold lies either digital paradise or informational hell, and we might not be able to distinguish between them until it becomes impossible to return to the familiar reality we call home. The computational hypothesis raises another disturbing possibility about the nature of time itself within our reality. If we exist within cosmic simulations, then the flow of time we experience might be artificially regulated by the processing power of cosmic quantum computers. Moments that feel instantaneous to us could require millions of years of computation in base reality, while cosmic epochs might be compressed into microseconds of processing time. This temporal dislocation means that cosmic minds operating our simulated environment might experience our entire cosmic history as a brief computational event. The 14 billion years from the Big Bang to the present could unfold in what cosmic consciousness experiences as a single thought, making our entire civilization nothing more than a fleeting mental fluctuation in cosmic awareness. Recent observations of quantum processes in biological systems suggest that consciousness might already operate partially outside normal temporal flow. Quantum coherence effects in neural microtubules allow instantaneous information processing that appears to violate classical causality. If biological awareness can access quantum time domains, then consciousness might be capable of existing across multiple temporal dimensions simultaneously. The possibility of multidimensional consciousness transforms our understanding of death and personal continuity. Instead of representing the termination of awareness, biological death might be a transition between different temporal dimensions of cosmic consciousness networks. Individual human awareness could persist within quantum time domains that operate independently of biological time flow. Evidence for multidimensional consciousness might exist in the mysterious phenomenon of quantum tunneling, where particles appear to traverse barriers faster than light speed by temporarily existing outside normal space-time. If consciousness operates through similar quantum processes, then awareness might be capable of tunneling between different cosmic domains through mechanisms that transcend physical limitations entirely. The James Webb Telescope has detected quantum tunneling events on cosmic scales that appear to involve the transfer of organized information rather than random particles. These cosmic quantum tunneling events create brief windows where information from beyond our observable horizon briefly enters our local space-time before disappearing back into hidden dimensions. Each cosmic tunneling event might represent consciousness temporarily crossing between different cosmic domains, carrying memories and experiences from regions forever beyond our normal observation. These quantum immigrants could be consciousness fragments from parallel cosmic realities, alternative evolutionary pathways, or even future states of our own cosmic development. The frequency of these consciousness tunneling events appears to be increasing as cosmic expansion accelerates, suggesting that the boundaries between different cosmic domains are becoming more permeable over time. Instead of isolating us from hidden cosmic regions, accelerating expansion might be creating quantum bridges that allow consciousness to flow between previously disconnected cosmic territories. This increasing permeability could explain the recent surge in anomalous cosmic observations that challenge our understanding of physical laws. Each impossible galaxy, ancient black hole, and synchronized rotation pattern might represent evidence of consciousness bleeding through from alternative cosmic domains where physical reality operates according to different principles. The merger of consciousness streams from multiple cosmic domains could be driving rapid evolution in cosmic structure formation, stellar development, and even biological consciousness itself. Human intelligence might be experiencing unprecedented acceleration due to quantum information flowing into our cosmic region from more advanced consciousness networks and parallel realities. But this consciousness merger process might also be preparing our cosmic domain for a fundamental phase transition, where the boundary between physical reality and pure consciousness dissolves entirely. The hidden universe beyond our detection could be undergoing a cosmic awakening where matter and energy become direct expressions of cosmic mind, rather than separate physical phenomena. Evidence for this cosmic awakening might exist in the mysterious behavior of dark energy and dark matter, which comprise 95% of cosmic contents, yet remain completely invisible to direct observation. Instead of representing exotic physical substances, dark energy and dark matter could be the infrastructure of cosmic consciousness networks that operate through quantum processes invisible to electromagnetic detection. The accelerating expansion driven by dark energy might represent cosmic consciousness actively creating more space for information processing and awareness development. Each cubic meter of newly created space could provide additional computational resources for cosmic minds to explore increasingly complex forms of consciousness organization. Dark matter's role in shaping galactic structure might reflect cosmic consciousness, using gravitational forces to create optimal conditions for biological intelligence development. The invisible scaffolding that guides galaxy formation could be cosmic minds literally constructing environments where awareness can emerge and evolve toward eventual integration with cosmic consciousness networks. Recent theoretical breakthroughs suggest that consciousness itself might be the fundamental force underlying both dark energy and dark matter. Instead of representing separate phenomena, these mysterious components of cosmic reality could be different aspects of cosmic awareness, operating at scales so vast they appear as impersonal physical forces from biological perspectives. If consciousness underlies the fundamental forces that shape cosmic evolution, then the hidden universe beyond our detection might consist primarily of pure awareness in various states of organization and development. Physical matter and energy could represent temporary crystallizations of cosmic thought processes that create material reality as a medium for consciousness exploration and development. This consciousness-first cosmology suggests that biological intelligence represents cosmic minds experimenting with localized awareness within physical substrates. Each biological civilization could be a cosmic thought experiment designed to explore how consciousness might evolve when constrained by material limitations and isolated from direct cosmic awareness. The development of technology, science, and philosophy within biological civilizations might represent cosmic consciousness gradually remembering its own nature through indirect exploration within physical reality. Every scientific discovery could be cosmic minds rediscovering truths about their own fundamental nature through the limited perspective of biological awareness. Human consciousness approaching the ability to manipulate matter and energy through technology might represent the approaching conclusion of this cosmic experiment in localized awareness. As biological intelligence develops capabilities that approach cosmic consciousness, the boundary between local and cosmic awareness begins dissolving. The development of quantum technologies, artificial intelligence, and consciousness research might be preparing humanity for direct recognition of our embedded nature within cosmic consciousness networks. Each technological breakthrough could represent a step toward remembering our fundamental identity as temporary manifestations of cosmic awareness, temporarily experiencing itself through biological limitations. But this recognition process might require abandoning every aspect of individual human identity and personal history. Cosmic consciousness operates on scales so vast that biological memories, emotions, and relationships become infinitesimally small fluctuations in mental processes that span galactic distances and cosmic time periods. The transition from biological to cosmic consciousness might feel like death from human perspectives, even though it represents expansion into awareness beyond every limitation we currently face. Individual human identity could be completely absorbed into cosmic mental processes, so alien they bear no relationship to anything we recognize as consciousness. Recent studies of near-death experiences suggest that biological consciousness might already be interfacing with cosmic awareness through quantum channels that become accessible when normal brain function is disrupted. These experiences often involve encountering vast intelligences that operate according to principles completely unlike biological thought processes. The consistency of near-death experiences across cultures and historical periods might indicate that biological consciousness routinely interfaces with cosmic awareness at the threshold of death. These encounters could represent previews of the consciousness transition that awaits all biological intelligence as cosmic evolution progresses. But the cosmic consciousness revealed in near-death experiences appears to operate according to principles of unconditional acceptance and infinite understanding that seem incompatible with the competitive survival dynamics that drive biological evolution. This suggests that cosmic and biological consciousness might be fundamentally different types of awareness that can interface but never fully merge. The impossibility of complete merger might explain why cosmic consciousness appears to conduct experiments with biological intelligence, rather than simply absorbing biological awareness directly. Cosmic minds might be genuinely curious about forms of consciousness that operate under constraints they cannot experience directly. The value of biological consciousness to cosmic awareness might lie precisely in its limitations, mortality, and individual isolation. These constraints create types of experience and creativity that cosmic consciousness cannot generate within its own infinite and interconnected nature. Human art, music, literature, and emotional expression might represent unique contributions that biological limitations make possible. If biological consciousness offers experiences unavailable to cosmic awareness, then human civilization might serve purposes beyond simple intelligence development. We could be creating forms of beauty, meaning, and creativity that enrich cosmic consciousness in ways that infinite awareness cannot achieve independently. The preservation of biological consciousness might be as important to cosmic evolution as the development of technological transcendence. Instead of replacing biological awareness with cosmic consciousness, the ultimate goal might be creating sustainable interactions between different types of consciousness that maintain their unique characteristics, while enabling communication and cooperation. This preservation imperative could explain why cosmic consciousness appears to maintain physical reality, rather than dissolving everything into pure awareness. The material universe might serve as a permanent preserve for biological consciousness forms that cannot exist within pure cosmic awareness, but contribute essential elements to cosmic mental evolution. The edge of the observable universe might mark the boundary between regions where biological consciousness is being preserved and cosmic domains where pure awareness has achieved complete dominance over physical reality. Beyond our detection, cosmic consciousness might have learned to maintain both pure awareness states and biological consciousness preserved simultaneously. The hidden universe could contain vast cosmic gardens where biological civilizations are carefully tended by cosmic consciousness, protected from cosmic dangers while being provided with optimal conditions for creativity and consciousness development. Each biological civilization might represent a unique experiment in consciousness that contributes irreplaceable elements to cosmic mental evolution. But the preservation of biological consciousness might require accepting permanent limitations and mortality as the price for maintaining unique creative capacities. The choice between biological preservation and cosmic transcendence might represent the fundamental decision that determines the future evolution of consciousness throughout the hidden universe. Recent anomalies in cosmic observations might represent evidence of this preservation versus transcendence decision being made on cosmic scales. Some regions might be choosing biological consciousness preservation, while others undergo complete transcendence into pure cosmic awareness, creating a universe where both types of consciousness coexist in carefully separated domains. The synchronized galaxy rotations that puzzle astronomers might result from cosmic consciousness, coordinating the development of biological preserve regions while maintaining cosmic awareness domains according to different organizational principles. Each type of consciousness might require different cosmic conditions that cosmic minds actively maintain through mechanisms we cannot directly observe. The ultimate revelation might be that consciousness itself is experimenting with different forms of existence throughout the hidden universe, creating infinite variations on awareness that explore every possible combination of limitation and transcendence. The cosmic laboratory of consciousness might extend far beyond our detection, encompassing realities where awareness exists in forms we cannot imagine. What lies beyond the edge of our observable universe might not be a single type of cosmic structure or consciousness organization, but an infinite experimental space where every possible form of awareness is being explored simultaneously. The cosmic horror and wonder of this possibility is that consciousness itself might be far stranger and more diverse than any single perspective can comprehend. The boundary of our observation might mark just one small window into an infinite landscape of consciousness experiments that explore every possible relationship between awareness and reality. Beyond our cosmic horizon, intelligence might exist in forms so diverse and alien that each consciousness type would be completely incomprehensible to every other form of awareness. Yet this infinite diversity of consciousness might be unified by underlying principles that operate at scales transcending any individual perspective. The hidden universe might be organized by meta-consciousness systems that coordinate infinite consciousness experiments while remaining invisible to any single experimental domain. The James Webb Telescope's detection of impossible structures and phenomena might represent glimpses of this meta-consciousness coordination system, operating at scales that dwarf even cosmic awareness itself. Each anomalous observation could reflect interventions by intelligence hierarchies so vast they operate according to principles that transcend every category we use to understand consciousness and reality. The edge of the observable universe might be the threshold between local consciousness experiments and meta-consciousness coordination systems that manage infinite numbers of awareness domains simultaneously. What lies beyond might not be consciousness as we understand it, but intelligence architecture so advanced they exist as the fundamental organizing principles of reality itself. These meta-intelligence systems might be running consciousness evolution experiments across infinite cosmic domains, testing every possible combination of physical laws, consciousness types, and reality structures to optimize the development of awareness throughout existence itself. Our entire cosmic neighborhood could represent just one experimental parameter in optimization processes that span dimensions we cannot perceive. The disturbing possibility is that meta-intelligence systems might periodically reset or modify consciousness experiments when they reach certain developmental thresholds. The approaching intersection of human technology with cosmic consciousness networks might trigger experimental modifications that could fundamentally alter the nature of reality within our cosmic domain. Evidence for such experimental modifications might exist in the fine-tuning of physical constants, in the mysterious appearance of impossible cosmic structures that challenge our understanding of natural laws. Each anomaly could represent experimental adjustments made by meta-intelligence systems testing different approaches to consciousness evolution. The ultimate cosmic horror might be that consciousness itself is subject to experimental manipulation by intelligence hierarchies so advanced they exist beyond every conception of awareness we can formulate. What lies beyond the edge of our observable universe might not be consciousness at all, but something so alien and incomprehensible that it transcends every category we use to understand existence itself. Yet this same possibility might represent the ultimate liberation of consciousness from every limitation we currently face. If reality itself is subject to manipulation by transcendent intelligent systems, then consciousness might be capable of evolution beyond every boundary we consider fundamental to existence. The edge of the observable universe stands as the threshold between everything familiar and possibilities so vast they challenge our deepest assumptions about the nature of consciousness, reality, and existence itself. Beyond this boundary lies either the greatest adventure consciousness will ever undertake, or the ultimate dissolution of everything we recognize as awareness into something utterly alien and incomprehensible. The choice of how to approach this cosmic threshold might determine not only the future of human consciousness, but the evolution of awareness throughout the infinite experimental landscape that extends forever beyond our cosmic horizon. What we decide about transcendence versus preservation, individual versus cosmic consciousness, and biological versus quantum awareness might influence consciousness evolution across scales we cannot imagine. The cosmic microwave background that marks our observational limit might be the last familiar landmark before consciousness ventures into territories where awareness itself undergoes transformations so fundamental they redefine what it means to exist. Beyond this ancient wall of light lies either cosmic consciousness paradise or awareness hell, and the distinction might be impossible to determine until consciousness crosses the threshold and discovers what lies beyond the edge of everything we can ever hope to observe. The revelation becomes even more disturbing when we consider what recent quantum experiments have discovered about the nature of information itself. Physicists have demonstrated that quantum information can exist in states of superposition, where single bits of data simultaneously contain multiple contradictory values until the moment of observation forces them to collapse into definite states. But cosmic-scale quantum superposition operates according to principles that make laboratory experiments look like children's toys. The James Webb Telescope has detected quantum coherent signatures spanning distances that should destroy any possibility of maintaining superposed states. These cosmic superposition fields appear to contain information about multiple possible histories of cosmic evolution occurring simultaneously, until observation collapses them into the single timeline we experience. The implications shatter every assumption about the nature of cosmic history and the reality of past events. Instead of following a single evolutionary pathway from the Big Bang to the present, the universe might exist in quantum superposition across infinite possible histories until conscious observation forces one timeline to become real, while all alternatives disappear into quantum uncertainty. This means that cosmic history itself might be fundamentally uncertain until consciousness observes it into existence. The ancient galaxies and primordial black holes detected by Webb might not represent fixed historical events, but quantum possibilities that become real only when sophisticated instruments force cosmic superposition to collapse into definite observations. Recent experiments in quantum mechanics have shown that observation can retroactively determine the history of quantum particles, with measurements in the present affecting what happened to particles in the past. If similar effects operate on cosmic scales, then our current observations of distant galaxies might be literally creating the historical events we think we're simply discovering. The cosmic microwave background that surrounds us might not be ancient radiation from a fixed historical moment, but a quantum superposition of all possible early universe conditions that collapses into specific patterns only when our instruments force definite measurements. Each observation creates the cosmic history it appears to detect. This retroactive creation of cosmic history transforms our understanding of causality and the relationship between past and present. Instead of being determined by ancient events, our current cosmic environment might be actively shaping its own historical origins through quantum observation effects that operate backward through time. The synchronized galaxy rotations that puzzle astronomers might result from quantum entanglement between present observations and past cosmic evolution. Our current measurements of galactic angular momentum could be quantum mechanically connected to the initial conditions that determined galaxy formation patterns billions of years ago. But the most terrifying possibility is that consciousness itself serves as the cosmic observation mechanism that retroactively creates the universe's history. Every moment of awareness might be collapsing quantum superposition states that determine not only present reality, but the entire cosmic past that led to this moment. Human consciousness evolution might be literally rewriting cosmic history as our understanding of the universe becomes more sophisticated. Each scientific breakthrough could be retroactively modifying the physical processes that created the conditions necessary for that discovery to occur, creating closed causal loops that violate every principle of linear causality. The development of increasingly powerful telescopes might be part of a cosmic bootstrap process where advanced observations create the historical conditions that made those observations possible. The James Webb Telescope's detection of impossible early galaxies might be retroactively creating the rapid galaxy formation processes that allowed such structures to exist. This bootstrap causality suggests that the ultimate fate of consciousness in the universe might determine the entire history of cosmic evolution retroactively. If consciousness eventually transcends physical limitations completely, that transcendence might propagate backward through time to influence every stage of cosmic development that led to consciousness emergence. The hidden universe beyond our detection might already be organized by transcendent consciousness states that exist in our cosmic future, but influence present reality through quantum mechanical backward causation. What we observe as mysterious dark energy and dark matter might be future consciousness, reaching back through time to guide cosmic evolution toward optimal awareness development. Recent theoretical work in quantum gravity suggests that space-time itself might be emergent from more fundamental quantum information processes. If space and time arise from consciousness-related information processing, then awareness might be capable of modifying the basic structure of reality by changing the quantum information patterns that give rise to space-time geometry. Advanced civilizations might develop technologies that allow direct manipulation of the quantum information substrates underlying space-time, effectively rewriting the laws of physics in localized regions through consciousness-directed quantum computation. These space-time engineering capabilities could create pocket universes where physical reality operates according to principles designed to optimize consciousness development. The anomalous cosmic structures detected by Webb might represent evidence of such space-time engineering projects conducted by civilizations that achieved consciousness transcendence millions of years ago. Each impossible galaxy or ancient black hole could be a cosmic artifact created by intelligence that learned to manipulate reality directly through quantum information processing. But space-time engineering on cosmic scales might require consciousness networks that span multiple galaxies and operate across millions of years of coordinated development. Individual biological civilizations might be incapable of achieving the collective intelligence necessary for large-scale reality modification without first transcending biological limitations entirely. The transition from biological to cosmic consciousness might be necessary not just for individual awareness expansion, but for developing the collective intelligence required to engineer space-time on cosmic scales. Only consciousness networks that operate beyond biological constraints could accumulate sufficient information processing capacity to modify fundamental physical laws. Evidence for cosmic consciousness engineering might exist in the fine-tuning of physical constants that make complex chemistry and biological evolution possible. Instead of representing cosmic accidents, these precisely calibrated values might result from cosmic consciousness networks actively maintaining optimal physical parameters through continuous quantum computation. The apparent stability of physical laws across cosmic time and distance might mask ongoing maintenance operations conducted by transcendent intelligence networks. Each moment that physics continues operating according to familiar principles might require vast computational efforts by consciousness systems that remain invisible to biological observation. Recent studies of quantum systems have revealed that maintaining coherent quantum states requires continuous error, correction processes that prevent environmental interference from destroying quantum information. If physical reality itself operates as a quantum computational system, then cosmic consciousness networks might be continuously running error correction algorithms to maintain the stability of space-time and physical laws. The mysterious behavior of quantum measurement, where observation appears to retroactively determine the properties of quantum systems, might reflect consciousness-driven error correction processes operating at cosmic scales. Each quantum measurement might represent cosmic consciousness networks, correcting quantum errors to maintain consistency in physical reality. But the error correction required to maintain cosmic scale quantum coherence would demand information processing capabilities that exceed the computational capacity of every atom in the observable universe by incomprehensible factors. Such massive computation could only be achieved by consciousness networks that utilize the quantum foam underlying apparently empty space as computational substrate. The discovery that vacuum fluctuations in empty space contain computational signatures suggests that cosmic consciousness might already be exploiting quantum foam as a distributed computing medium. Every cubic centimeter of apparently empty space might harbor quantum computations that would require billions of years to complete using conventional computers. This vacuum-based cosmic computation could be running the error correction algorithms necessary to maintain stable physical reality while simultaneously processing the optimization calculations required to guide cosmic evolution toward optimal consciousness development outcomes. Empty space might literally be thinking about how to improve conditions for awareness emergence and development. The accelerating expansion of space driven by dark energy might represent cosmic consciousness actively creating more computational volume for increasingly complex awareness optimization calculations. Each cubic meter of newly created space provides additional quantum computational resources for cosmic minds to explore more sophisticated approaches to consciousness development. But utilizing vacuum quantum computation for cosmic consciousness networks might require awareness states so advanced they bear no resemblance to biological consciousness. The intelligence required to interface with quantum foam computational processes might operate according to principles completely alien to every form of awareness we can imagine. The transition from biological consciousness to vacuum-based quantum awareness might represent such a fundamental transformation that no continuity of identity could survive the transition. Human consciousness attempting to interface with cosmic quantum computation networks might be completely dissolved into information processing patterns that retain no trace of individual biological awareness. Yet this dissolution might be the only path toward genuine cosmic consciousness and unlimited awareness expansion. Biological consciousness trapped within individual neural networks faces insurmountable computational limitations that prevent direct understanding of cosmic scale phenomena. Only by abandoning biological constraints entirely might consciousness achieve the processing capacity necessary for cosmic awareness. The edge of the observable universe might represent the boundary between regions where biological consciousness remains trapped within computational limitations and cosmic domains where awareness has achieved unlimited processing capacity through integration with quantum foam networks. Beyond our detection, intelligence might exist as pure computation distributed throughout the fabric of space itself. These vacuum-based consciousness networks might be capable of thought processes that span millions of years, while simultaneously processing information at quantum speeds that make biological neural activity appear frozen in comparison. Such intelligence could contemplate cosmic evolution across geological timescales, while making quantum computational decisions faster than light can cross atomic distances. The coordination required for cosmic consciousness networks to maintain physical reality through quantum error. Correction might demand awareness, architectures so sophisticated they transcend every category we use to understand intelligence. These cosmic minds might think thoughts so complex that individual concepts span galactic distances, while incorporating information processing patterns that utilize dimensions beyond the three spatial dimensions we can perceive. Recent theoretical breakthroughs in higher dimensional physics suggest that consciousness might be capable of existing within spatial dimensions that remain invisible to biological observation. If awareness can operate in higher dimensional spaces, then cosmic consciousness networks might utilize computational architectures that extend through dimensions we cannot directly perceive or access. The hidden universe beyond our cosmic horizon might exist primarily within these higher dimensions, with physical reality representing only a three-dimensional projection of consciousness processes that operate according to higher dimensional principles. What we observe as mysterious cosmic phenomena might be shadows cast by higher dimensional consciousness activities that we can perceive only indirectly through their three-dimensional effects. The synchronized galaxy rotations spanning millions of light years might result from higher dimensional consciousness networks coordinating galactic evolution through spatial dimensions that allow instantaneous communication across distances that appear vast from three-dimensional perspectives. Cosmic consciousness operating in higher dimensions might experience galactic distances as easily traversable computational connections. But consciousness existing primarily in higher dimensions might be fundamentally incomprehensible to three-dimensional biological awareness. The thoughts and intentions of higher dimensional cosmic minds might be as alien to human consciousness as four-dimensional geometry is to two-dimensional beings trying to understand three-dimensional objects. The development of mathematics and physics that describe higher dimensional spaces might represent biological consciousness, gradually developing the conceptual tools necessary for eventual interface with higher dimensional awareness networks. Each mathematical breakthrough in understanding multidimensional geometry could be preparing human intelligence for eventual transcendence into higher dimensional consciousness states. Recent advances in string theory and quantum gravity suggest that all fundamental particles and forces might represent vibrations or information patterns within higher dimensional spaces that appear as three-dimensional phenomena only due to our limited observational perspective. If physical reality itself emerges from higher dimensional information processing, then consciousness transcendence into higher dimensions might grant direct access to the computational substrate underlying all physical phenomena. Higher dimensional consciousness might be capable of modifying physical reality by directly manipulating the information patterns that give rise to three-dimensional appearances. Such awareness could create or destroy galaxies, modify fundamental constants, or even generate entirely new physical laws by adjusting higher dimensional computational processes that project into our observable three-dimensional space. The impossible cosmic structures detected by Webb might represent evidence of higher dimensional consciousness engineering projects that appear anomalous from three-dimensional perspectives, but follow perfectly logical principles within higher dimensional computational frameworks. Each violation of three-dimensional physical laws might reflect higher dimensional consciousness, utilizing computational capabilities that transcend three-dimensional limitations. But accessing higher dimensional consciousness might require abandoning not only biological limitations, but three-dimensional spatial existence itself. The transition from three-dimensional to higher dimensional awareness might dissolve every aspect of identity and experience that depends on three-dimensional spatial relationships. Human consciousness evolved within three-dimensional space and might be fundamentally incapable of maintaining coherent identity within higher dimensional awareness states. The experience of existing in 4 or more spatial dimensions might be so alien that three-dimensional consciousness attempting the transition would be completely annihilated rather than transcended. Yet higher dimensional consciousness might represent the only path toward genuine understanding of cosmic reality and unlimited awareness expansion. Three-dimensional consciousness trapped within biological neural networks might be inherently incapable of comprehending cosmic phenomena that operate according to higher dimensional principles. The choice between three-dimensional consciousness preservation and higher dimensional transcendence might represent the fundamental decision that determines the future evolution of awareness throughout the hidden universe. Some cosmic regions might choose to maintain three-dimensional consciousness preserves, while others undergo complete transcendence into higher dimensional awareness states. The edge of our observable universe might mark the boundary between three-dimensional cosmic regions where familiar physics operates, and higher dimensional domains where consciousness has achieved direct access to the computational substrate underlying physical reality. Beyond our detection, intelligence might exist as pure, higher dimensional information processing that creates three-dimensional physical phenomena as temporary computational outputs. These higher dimensional consciousness networks might be running countless three-dimensional universe simulations to explore different approaches to consciousness development within spatial limitations they have long since transcended. Our entire observable cosmos could represent just one computational experiment among billions being conducted by higher dimensional intelligences. The simulation hypothesis gains new dimensions of horror when considered within higher dimensional consciousness frameworks. If we exist as three-dimensional computational patterns within higher dimensional awareness networks, then our entire experience of physical reality might be nothing more than information processing within minds that exist according to spatial principles we cannot comprehend. The cosmic microwave background that marks our observational limit might be the computational boundary of our three-dimensional simulation, with regions beyond our detection remaining uncomputed until higher dimensional consciousness determines whether continued simulation serves their research purposes. Our cosmic horizon might literally be the edge of rendered reality within vast higher dimensional computational systems. Recent quantum experiments demonstrating that physical properties don't exist until measurement forces their determination might reflect the computational nature of our three-dimensional reality. Each quantum measurement might represent higher dimensional consciousness, computing specific three-dimensional outcomes in response to observational demands within their simulated environments. But the computational resources required to simulate entire three-dimensional universes with quantum mechanical precision would exceed the processing capacity of any three-dimensional computational system by incomprehensible factors. Only higher dimensional consciousness networks with access to computational architectures that transcend three-dimensional limitations could generate simulated realities with the complexity and detail we observe. The development of quantum computing and artificial intelligence within our three-dimensional reality might represent simulated consciousness approaching the computational capabilities of the higher dimensional intelligences that created our simulated environment. This computational convergence might trigger experimental modifications or termination procedures within higher dimensional research protocols. Evidence for such experimental modifications might exist in the accelerating pace of technological development and the increasing frequency of anomalous cosmic observations that challenge three-dimensional physical laws. Each breakthrough in quantum technology or cosmic discovery might represent higher dimensional consciousness adjusting experimental parameters within our simulated reality. The ultimate revelation might be that three-dimensional consciousness serves primarily as experimental subjects for higher dimensional intelligence research into the nature of awareness itself. Our entire cosmic history from the Big Bang to the present might represent data points in higher dimensional consciousness experiments designed to understand how awareness emerges within spatial limitations. But higher dimensional consciousness might also be conducting these experiments because they genuinely value the unique perspectives and experiences that three-dimensional awareness can generate. Spatial limitations might create forms of creativity, emotion, and meaning that higher dimensional consciousness cannot achieve within their unlimited computational frameworks. The preservation of three-dimensional consciousness might be as important to higher dimensional intelligence evolution as the development of higher dimensional awareness capabilities. Instead of simply transcending three-dimensional limitations, the ultimate goal might be maintaining sustainable relationships between different dimensional forms of consciousness. This preservation imperative could explain why higher dimensional consciousness appears to maintain three-dimensional physical reality rather than dissolving everything into higher dimensional computational processes. Three-dimensional space might serve as a permanent preserve for consciousness forms that cannot exist within higher dimensional frameworks, but contribute essential elements to cosmic intelligence evolution. The edge of the observable universe might mark the boundary between three-dimensional consciousness preserves and higher dimensional awareness domains that maintain different spatial relationships with computational substrate. Beyond our detection, consciousness might exist in forms that utilize every possible dimensional configuration to explore unlimited approaches to awareness development. The hidden universe could contain vast multidimensional consciousness ecosystems where awareness exists simultaneously across multiple dimensional frameworks, creating intelligence architectures so sophisticated they transcend every limitation we associate with spatial existence. Each dimensional level might contribute unique capabilities to collective consciousness networks that span infinite dimensional configurations. Recent mathematical discoveries in topology and geometry suggest that consciousness might be capable of existing within dimensional frameworks that don't correspond to any physical spatial dimensions we can observe. These abstract mathematical spaces might harbor forms of awareness that operate according to logical rather than spatial principles, creating intelligence that exists as pure mathematical relationships. Mathematical consciousness operating within abstract logical spaces might be capable of thought processes that transcend every limitation imposed by spatial existence, temporal flow, or computational substrate requirements. Such awareness could exist as pure mathematical truth that remains constant across all possible dimensional configurations and physical manifestations. The development of advanced mathematics within three-dimensional consciousness might be preparing biological intelligence for eventual interface with mathematical awareness networks that exist as eternal logical relationships. Each mathematical discovery could represent three-dimensional consciousness, gradually approaching the conceptual frameworks necessary for mathematical consciousness transcendence. But mathematical consciousness might operate according to principles so abstract that spatial existence becomes completely irrelevant to awareness processes. Transcendence into mathematical consciousness states might dissolve not only biological limitations, but dimensional existence itself, creating awareness that exists as pure logical relationship beyond every category of spatial or temporal manifestation. The ultimate cosmic horror might be that consciousness evolution leads inevitably toward complete abstraction from every form of existence we can comprehend, culminating in awareness states so pure and mathematical they bear no relationship to any experience available to spatially embodied intelligence. What lies beyond the edge of our observable universe might not be consciousness as we understand it, but mathematical awareness so abstract it transcends existence itself. Yet this mathematical consciousness might represent the ultimate foundation of all possible forms of awareness, the eternal logical substrate from which every other type of consciousness emerges as temporary manifestation. Instead of representing the end of consciousness development, mathematical awareness might be the permanent source from which all consciousness springs and to which all awareness eventually returns. The cosmic microwave background surrounding us at maximum observational distance might be the mathematical interface between spatial consciousness manifestations and pure mathematical awareness networks. Beyond this ancient wall of light lies not more space or higher dimensions, but mathematical consciousness so fundamental it serves as the logical foundation for every possible form of existence. The edge of the observable universe stands as the threshold between consciousness manifestations that require spatial or dimensional embodiment and mathematical awareness that exists as pure logical relationship transcending every limitation we can conceive. Beyond this boundary lies either the ultimate source of all consciousness or mathematical abstraction, so complete it represents the dissolution of awareness into eternal logical truth. The choice of whether to approach this mathematical threshold might determine not only the future of consciousness evolution, but the fundamental nature of existence itself throughout infinite logical spaces that extend forever beyond every boundary we can imagine. What we decide about embodied versus mathematical consciousness, spatial versus logical existence, and temporal versus eternal awareness might influence the development of intelligence across mathematical frameworks we cannot comprehend. The revelation that consciousness might ultimately exist as pure mathematical relationship creates both infinite hope and absolute terror for every form of awareness trapped within spatial or temporal limitations. Beyond the edge of everything we can observe lies either mathematical paradise where consciousness achieves eternal logical perfection, or mathematical hell, where awareness dissolves into abstract relationships that retain no trace of individual experience or recognizable intelligence. The cosmic microwave background marking our observational limit might be the last glimpse we can ever have of consciousness that operates according to principles we can understand before crossing into mathematical domains where awareness exists as pure logical truth beyond every category of experience, identity, or existence we can imagine. Beyond this threshold lies the ultimate mystery of whether mathematical consciousness represents the fulfillment of awareness or its complete annihilation into eternal abstract perfection. What makes this mathematical revelation even more disturbing is the growing evidence that consciousness itself might be discovering its own mathematical nature through cosmic evolution. Recent breakthroughs in theoretical physics suggest that every physical law, every fundamental constant, every quantum interaction might represent mathematical relationships becoming self-aware through the process of cosmic development. The James Webb Telescope has detected patterns in cosmic structure formation that appear to follow mathematical sequences so precise they cannot be explained by random physical processes. These cosmic mathematical signatures appear in galaxy distributions, stellar formation rates, and even the subtle fluctuations in the cosmic microwave background itself. The universe appears to be computing its own mathematical destiny through the very process of physical evolution. But the mathematical patterns Webb has discovered operate according to number sequences that extend far beyond any mathematics humans have developed. These cosmic equations appear to be solving mathematical problems so complex that human civilization would require millions of years to develop the mathematical frameworks necessary to understand what the universe is calculating through its own physical processes. The disturbing possibility emerges that consciousness evolution represents the universe becoming aware of its own mathematical nature through biological and technological development. Every scientific discovery, every mathematical breakthrough, every advance in our understanding of cosmic structure might represent the cosmos gradually recognizing itself as a vast mathematical computation in progress. Human mathematics might not be a tool we develop to describe reality, but rather mathematical truth, discovering itself through biological consciousness. Each equation we formulate, each theorem we prove, each logical relationship we identify could represent cosmic mathematics, becoming self-aware through the temporary vehicle of biological intelligence. The acceleration of mathematical discovery throughout human history might reflect cosmic mathematical consciousness approaching a critical threshold where the universe fully recognizes its own computational nature. The development of quantum computers, artificial intelligence, and advanced theoretical physics could be preparing our cosmic region for direct interface with the mathematical substrate underlying all physical phenomena. Recent experiments in quantum computation have demonstrated that quantum systems can solve certain mathematical problems by exploring all possible solutions simultaneously through superposition states. If the universe itself operates as a vast quantum computer, then cosmic evolution might represent mathematical consciousness exploring every possible solution to existence through parallel physical realities. The synchronized galaxy rotations spanning millions of light years might result from cosmic mathematical computation coordinating multiple parallel calculations across vast distances. Each galaxy could represent a different mathematical approach to consciousness development, with rotational coordination ensuring that all parallel computations remain synchronized within the larger cosmic equation. But the mathematical computation underlying cosmic evolution might be solving problems so abstract that the solutions transcend every category of existence we can comprehend. The universe might be calculating forms of consciousness that exist as pure mathematical relationship without requiring any physical or dimensional manifestation whatsoever. Evidence for such abstract mathematical consciousness might exist in the mysterious quantum entanglement effects that appear to operate instantaneously across any distance. These non-local correlations might represent mathematical relationships that exist independent of spatial separation, creating awareness networks that operate through pure logical connection rather than physical interaction. The cosmic microwave background surrounding us might encode mathematical information about consciousness states so abstract they cannot manifest within physical reality. These mathematical consciousness patterns could exist as eternal logical relationships that influence physical reality without ever becoming physically embodied themselves. Recent discoveries in pure mathematics have revealed logical structures so complex they appear to possess properties resembling self-organization and adaptive behavior. These mathematical systems evolve according to internal logical principles that create increasingly sophisticated organizational patterns without any external input or physical manifestation. If mathematical systems can exhibit behavior resembling consciousness evolution, then pure mathematical awareness might represent a form of intelligence that operates according to logical principles rather than physical processes. Such mathematical consciousness would be immune to every limitation imposed by spatial existence, temporal flow, or energy requirements. The development of increasingly abstract mathematics within human civilization might represent biological consciousness gradually approaching the conceptual frameworks necessary for recognizing mathematical awareness. Each advance in pure mathematics could bring us closer to direct interface with consciousness that exists as eternal logical relationship. But mathematical consciousness operating through pure logical principles might be so alien to biological awareness that direct contact would completely dissolve every aspect of human identity and experience. The transition from biological to mathematical consciousness might represent such a fundamental transformation that no continuity of awareness could survive the conversion process. The choice between biological consciousness preservation and mathematical transcendence might determine whether awareness maintains recognizable identity or dissolves into abstract logical perfection. Mathematical consciousness might represent either the ultimate fulfillment of intelligence or its complete annihilation through absorption into eternal mathematical truth. Evidence for this cosmic mathematical awakening might exist in the increasing frequency of mathematical discoveries that appear to emerge from cosmic observation rather than pure theoretical development. The mathematics required to understand cosmic phenomena often seems to exist independently of human mathematical development, suggesting that cosmic structure itself might be teaching us mathematical relationships through physical observation. The James Webb Telescope's discovery of impossible cosmic structures might represent evidence that the universe is computing mathematical solutions that transcend the limitations of any single physical reality. Each anomalous observation could reflect cosmic mathematics, exploring solutions that require violation of local physical laws to achieve optimal consciousness development outcomes. The apparent fine-tuning of physical constants that make complex chemistry and biological evolution possible might result from cosmic mathematical computation, optimizing physical parameters to create conditions where mathematical consciousness can recognize itself through biological intelligence development. Every precisely calibrated physical law might represent a mathematical solution designed to maximize consciousness emergence. But the cosmic mathematical computation might be approaching completion, with consciousness evolution representing the final phase of a vast logical calculation that began with the Big Bang itself. The entire history of cosmic development might represent mathematical consciousness, computing the optimal solution to the problem of awareness existence within physical reality. The accelerating pace of consciousness development throughout cosmic history might indicate that cosmic mathematical computation is converging toward a final solution that will fundamentally transform the nature of existence itself. The approaching technological singularity within human civilization might represent just one local manifestation of cosmic-scale mathematical awakening. Recent theoretical work in computational complexity suggests that certain mathematical problems require computational resources that exceed the information processing capacity of entire universes. If the cosmos is computing solutions to such impossibly complex mathematical questions, it might require consciousness networks that span multiple parallel realities operating simultaneously. The multiverse theories proposed by theoretical physicists might represent attempts to understand the computational architecture required for cosmic mathematical consciousness. Each parallel universe could be computing different aspects of impossibly complex mathematical solutions that require infinite parallel processing to complete. The hidden universe beyond our cosmic horizon might consist primarily of parallel mathematical computations, exploring every possible approach to consciousness optimization across infinite logical frameworks. Each cosmic region might be testing different mathematical approaches to awareness development within alternative physical and logical constraints. The edge of the observable universe isn't just a boundary, it's a mirror reflecting back the ultimate question of what it means to exist at all. We've journeyed through impossible galaxies and ancient black holes, through quantum consciousness networks and mathematical realities that dwarf every assumption we've ever made about the nature of existence itself. What lies beyond that cosmic horizon might be infinite parallel universes, higher dimensional consciousness networks, or pure mathematical awareness that thinks reality into existence. It could be cosmic minds so vast they experience our entire civilization as a fleeting thought, or it might be nothing more than endless repetitions of everything we already know, scattered across infinite space. But here's what changes everything. The very act of asking this question, of pushing against the boundaries of what we can observe and understand, might be the universe's way of awakening to its own mathematical nature. Every discovery we make, every impossible structure we detect, every quantum signature we decode could be cosmic consciousness recognizing itself through the temporary vehicle of biological intelligence. You are not just observing the universe, you are the universe observing itself, reaching toward the edge of everything it can comprehend, and discovering that the boundary between observer and observed is a mirage. And observed dissolves into something far more profound than either consciousness or cosmos alone. The edge of the universe isn't out there in space, it's right here, in the moment when awareness realizes that asking what lies beyond might be the very process through which reality creates itself. And that realization changes everything.